Hi, my name is Jeremy Franco, and I'm a student here at Rio Hondo College. I'm part of the Automotive Technology program here at Rio Hondo College, and I'm in Mr. Ibarra's AC class. I'm here today to give a presentation on the components of an AC system and how they work. So the first component of the AC system that we're going to start with is the compressor. As you can see, this compressor is on top of the engine. Other compressors can be on the bottom of the engine. And the compressor is belt driven, and when it is engaged by an electromagnetic clutch that you see here. What the function of the compressor is, it draws in low pressure vapor. It compresses it into high pressure vapor. After the high pressure vapor refrigerant is compressed and leaves the compressor, it travels through the high pressure AC line until what is the condenser, our next component of the AC system. The function of the condenser is to allow air to pass through in order for the refrigerant to turn from a high pressure vapor into a high pressure liquid. Once the high pressure refrigerant leaves the condenser as a liquid, it continues through the AC line on the high pressure side until it reaches our next component, which is called the fixed orifice tube. The fixed orifice tube is a restrictor that restricts the refrigerant and turns it from a high pressure liquid into a low pressure liquid. In this system, we use a fixed orifice tube. In other systems, there is what is called a TXV valve. Once the refrigerant leaves the high pressure side as a liquid and travels through the orifice tube and turns into a low pressure liquid, it then travels to our fourth component in the AC system, which is the evaporator. In this system, the evaporator is located under the hood of the vehicle. In other systems, the evaporator can be located under the dashboard inside the vehicle. The function of the evaporator is, as the refrigerant travels from a low pressure liquid, it travels through the evaporator, changing it into a low pressure gas. So the evaporator absorbs heat from inside the compartment of the vehicle. Many have believed that the evaporator actually blows cold air, but that is not the case. All it does is remove the heat from the compartment of the vehicle. Once it leaves the evaporator, it travels to our filter. This system contains a filter. Some systems do not contain filters, but basically what the filter does is just filter out any particles within the air conditioning refrigerant. As the refrigerant makes its way from the filter through the line, it comes to our next component in the AC system, which is the accumulator. This system contains an accumulator, but other systems that contain a TXV valve contain what's called a receiver dryer. Inside the accumulator, there is what is called a desiccant. The purpose of the desiccant is to absorb any moisture within the refrigerant. Moisture is bad for our AC system, for it cannot be compressed in our compressor. Once the refrigerant leaves the accumulator, the process is then reciprocated, which goes back into the compressor, and the cycle starts all over again. Also contained in the system are cutoff switches and cutoff valves, which will shut off the system if pressures begin to rise too high or drop too low. Well, I want to thank you for this presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned the basic components of a AC system and how they function. Thank you.